You have endured a season in your life that many would call unbearable. A time when each day seemed heavier than the last, when hope felt like a distant memory, and every step forward was met with obstacles that seemed impossible to overcome. You may have questioned yourself, your purpose, and even your worth. You may have wondered if there was any light at the end of the tunnel, if relief would ever come, or if you would be trapped in the same struggles forever. But now, take a moment to realize something incredibly important: this season is over. The weight that you have carried for so long, the challenges that pressed upon you from every side, the pain and heartache that seemed unending, all of it has reached its conclusion. You do not have to fight that battle anymore. You do not have to endure those sleepless nights filled with worry, fear, or anxiety. You do not have to feel the suffocating pressure of uncertainty anymore. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of despair has served its purpose, and now its chapter is closed. This is a season that has tested you in every way imaginable, a season that has stripped away everything superficial, leaving you raw, vulnerable, and, ultimately, stronger than you could have ever imagined. The trials you faced were not random, and they were not meaningless. Each challenge, each heartbreak, each disappointment was preparing you for the moment you find yourself in now, a moment of freedom, of relief, of victory. It is time to let go of the past fully, to release the chains that held you captive, and to step into a reality where that old weight no longer defines you. Your soul, your spirit, and your mind have been shaped by the season, but they are no longer bound by it. You are not the same person who entered this period of trial. You have grown, evolved, and transformed through every hardship, and now, finally, you are free to breathe without the burden that once pressed so heavily upon your chest. The sense of relief that comes with knowing that this chapter is over cannot be overstated. It is not just a temporary reprieve, it is a permanent shift. The forces that once opposed you, that once seemed insurmountable, have been dismantled, and you stand on the other side with clarity, strength, and the profound awareness that you have emerged victorious. Take a moment to honor yourself for making it through. Often, we overlook the courage required simply to survive difficult seasons, to face each day with a semblance of hope, even when hope seems distant. But you endured. You persisted. You refused to allow despair to define you. And now, that perseverance has led you to this moment of profound transformation. You are not defined by the pain you endured, but by the strength it built within you. The lessons learned in this season are treasures that you will carry forward, guiding you with wisdom that can only come from true experience. You have been tempered by fire, and now, like steel that has been forged, you are stronger, sharper, and ready for what lies ahead. The end of this season is not just the cessation of struggle, it is the dawn of new possibilities. Doors that were once closed, paths that were once blocked, and dreams that once felt unreachable are now open before you. The universe is conspiring in your favor in ways you may not yet fully understand, but that you will begin to witness as you embrace this newfound freedom. The heaviness you once felt is replaced with lightness. The constant anxiety, the fear, and the uncertainty that kept you awake at night are now behind you. You can finally rest without guilt, without tension, and without the lingering dread of what might come next. This is a season where the old scars are no longer active wounds, they are reminders of your resilience, proof that you were capable of surviving what many could not. And surviving it is only the beginning, because now you are entering a phase where you can thrive. The conclusion of the season also serves as a powerful signal: life does not leave you in despair indefinitely. Even in your darkest moments, there is a divine timing, a higher orchestration that ensures your struggle is never in vain. The universe, your faith, or whatever you hold as your guiding force, has been working behind the scenes, setting the stage for your emergence into freedom. And now that time has come. Embrace it fully. Feel the relief that washes over you as you acknowledge the truth: you have endured, you have overcome, and you will never have to relive this chapter again. The anxiety of the past can no longer anchor you. The memories, while part of your story, do not have the power to dictate your present or your future. You are stepping into a new reality, one that is defined by peace, healing, and restoration. There is no turning back to what once was. There is no repeat of the hardships you faced. That season is complete. Its lessons have been learned, its trials have been endured, and now its power over you is gone. This is your moment to reclaim your life fully, to breathe deeply without the constant weight of worry pressing down, to walk forward with confidence knowing that the struggles you once feared will not follow you into this new chapter. The relief you feel is not fleeting, it is profound. It is a declaration from life, from the universe, or from the divine that you have completed what you were meant to endure, and now you are ready to experience life unburdened, free from the heavy chains of the past, and fully empowered to step into the peace, joy, and fulfillment that await you. You are stepping into a new chapter of your life, one that has been carefully prepared for you, one that you may not have fully anticipated but that is entirely deserved. You, the chosen one, are no longer confined by the limitations and burdens that once defined your days. The struggles, the setbacks, the moments when you felt small, unheard, or invisible, all of those experiences were only temporary. They were shaping you, molding you, teaching you lessons that only the chosen one could understand and withstand. And now, as that season comes to a close, you are entering a time where peace, joy, and purpose are no longer distant dreams but immediate realities. There is a profound difference between simply surviving life and truly stepping into the fullness of it, and this is your moment to experience the latter. For so long, your energy was spent navigating difficulties that drained your spirit and tested your faith. You may have questioned why life felt so heavy, why challenges seemed to pile up relentlessly, and why the light at the end of the tunnel appeared so faint. But all of that was temporary, and now the world is opening up in a way that allows your true self to shine. You are not just emerging from a difficult period, you are being elevated into a state of being that reflects your true value and purpose. The joy that awaits you is not superficial, it is deep, lasting, and anchored in the truth of who you are. The peace you will experience is not fleeting, it is a profound calm that comes when you realize the fight is over and you no longer have to carry the weight of what was never meant to define you. Purpose is no longer a distant idea or an abstract concept, it is tangible, it is palpable, and it is ready for you to embrace fully. Every choice you make from this point forward can be informed by clarity and confidence rather than fear and uncertainty. This is a time when your vision becomes sharper, your instincts become more aligned with truth, and your path forward is illuminated with possibilities that were previously hidden behind the fog of struggle. Life has a way of testing those who are meant for greatness, and you, the chosen one, have passed those tests. The obstacles you faced were not random, they were carefully orchestrated to prepare you for the role you are now stepping into. Each disappointment, each failure, each moment of loneliness or despair served to strengthen your resolve and deepen your understanding of the value of this new chapter. And now, finally, you are free to move forward with confidence, knowing that the burdens you carried will no longer follow you. There is a sense of liberation in understanding that what once seemed permanent was only temporary, that the pain you endured has served a purpose, and that the future before you is not only bright but designed for your growth, fulfillment, and happiness. This is a time to embrace who you are fully, without reservation or apology. The chosen one does not just survive, he or she thrives. You are now entering a phase where thriving becomes your natural state, where the energy that once went into managing fear and doubt can now be invested in creating, building, loving, and expanding every area of your life. Your relationships, your ambitions, your health, and your emotional well-being are all entering a period of restoration and elevation. You are being positioned in life to receive what you were always meant to have, and you are stepping into that position with grace and strength. There is a certain clarity that comes when you emerge from hardship, a clarity that allows you to see what truly matters and to let go of what does not serve your highest good. This is the time to realign with your values, to embrace your passions, and to take intentional steps toward a life that resonates with your soul. The chosen one does not live a life of aimless wandering, Every step is guided by insight, every decision informed by wisdom, and every action rooted in purpose. You are moving from a season of uncertainty to a season of divine alignment, where the challenges you once faced are replaced with opportunities that match your potential, your gifts, and your vision. There is freedom in knowing that you are exactly where you need to be and that the universe, the divine, or life itself is conspiring to support you in this new chapter. You no longer have to prove yourself to anyone, no longer have to fight battles that were never yours, and no longer have to endure cycles of pain that only serve to delay your progress. The chosen one is now fully recognized, fully equipped, and fully empowered to step into life as it was always meant to be experienced. There is a sense of profound relief and satisfaction that comes from knowing that the struggles of the past were temporary and that the present and future are entirely under your influence, guided by your choices, actions, and intentions. This is your time to flourish, to embody your highest self, and to experience life from a perspective that was previously unavailable to you. The joy, peace, and purpose that are now entering your life are not coincidences, they are the natural outcome of having endured, having learned, and having remained faithful to yourself and your journey. You are being called to embrace this new chapter fully, to live boldly, to dream bigger than ever before, and to step confidently into a reality where the past no longer has power over you. Every day moving forward is an opportunity to affirm your strength, celebrate your growth, and honor the journey that brought you here. You are no longer defined by what you endured but by who you have become as a result, and this identity is ready to shine in ways that will inspire not only yourself but everyone around you. The chosen one is no longer waiting, the chosen one is moving forward, and this movement carries with it the promise of abundant peace, boundless joy, and unshakable purpose. The struggles you once faced will never come back, and understanding this truth is one of the most liberating realizations you can experience. For so long, it may have felt as though life was a cycle of endless challenges, a repeating pattern that no matter what you did, you could not escape. Every setback seemed permanent, every difficulty seemed unending, and every night brought the weight of uncertainty pressing down on your heart and mind. But now, that cycle has been broken. The forces that once sought to hold you down, that tried to keep you trapped in fear, doubt, and pain, have lost their power over you. The battles you once fought, the tears you once shed, and the nights spent feeling alone or misunderstood, all of that now belongs to a chapter that is officially closed. You will never have to relive those struggles, because they were never meant to define you permanently. This is a profound shift, a transition from being defined by hardship to being defined by resilience, strength, and the clarity that comes when you realize that the past cannot hold you hostage anymore. The lessons you learned during that difficult season remain, but they no longer carry the weight of suffering. Instead, they serve as a foundation, a base of wisdom and understanding that will guide your steps in life with confidence and certainty. You can now move forward without the fear that what once hurt you will return to harm you again. Every moment of doubt, every moment of despair, every moment when you questioned whether you would ever find relief, has passed. The universe, or the divine timing of life, has closed that door so that it cannot reopen, and in doing so, it has given you permission to breathe freely, to live fully, and to embrace the joy, peace, and love that are rightfully yours. Freedom from struggle is not merely the absence of difficulty, it is the presence of a new reality in which you are no longer bound by the past. You can finally rest, knowing that the pain, the fear, and the uncertainty that once followed you like shadows have dissipated. Your mind can think clearly, your heart can feel deeply, and your spirit can soar, unburdened by what you have already overcome. The sense of liberation that comes with realizing you will never face those challenges again is overwhelming. It is as if a weight has been lifted from your shoulders, a burden that you carried for far too long, and now you are free to walk forward unencumbered. Your resilience, your strength, and your faith, whatever form it took, have brought you to this moment, and the universe is ready to honor your perseverance. You are now living proof that difficult seasons do end, that storms eventually give way to calm, and that the pain you once endured does not have to follow you into the next chapter of your life. Every tear, every heartbreak, every moment of despair served a purpose, but that purpose was fulfilled, and now the cycle is complete. This is not just a fleeting sense of relief, this is a permanent transition, a declaration that what once seemed unending has reached its conclusion, and the future before you is no longer threatened by the shadows of the past. You are entering a reality in which the struggles that shaped you are no longer active forces in your life. They are memories, lessons, and reminders of your strength, but they cannot and will not interfere with your present or your future. Understanding this allows you to embrace life with a new perspective, a new energy, and a new confidence. You can move forward with certainty, knowing that the battles you fought were necessary for your growth, but that you are now free to leave them behind completely. Every choice you make from this point on can be informed by clarity, purpose, and the knowledge that the obstacles of the past have no power over you. This freedom also invites a deeper connection to your own heart and soul. You can listen to your intuition without fear, make decisions without hesitation, and pursue your dreams without the burden of doubt. The struggles that once seemed insurmountable were preparing you for a life of abundance, and now that preparation is complete. You have emerged from that season stronger, wiser, and ready to step fully into the life that awaits you. There is a joy in realizing that the past cannot be repeated, that the pain cannot return, and that the lessons learned are now your tools for creating a future filled with hope, purpose, and fulfillment. The knowledge that you will never have to go through those struggles again provides a sense of peace that is unlike any other. It is a deep, soul-level relief that allows you to finally exhale, to let go of fear, and to embrace life with open arms. You can move forward without hesitation, knowing that what once seemed permanent is now behind you, and that your present and future are free from the limitations and hardships that once held you captive. This is a time to celebrate your strength, your endurance, and your ability to overcome. It is a time to honor yourself for making it through what you once thought you could not survive. It is a moment to recognize the incredible transformation that has taken place within you, because the chosen one does not simply endure life's hardships, he or she transcends them, emerging with a clarity, a power, and a peace that cannot be shaken. The struggles that once defined your days now serve only as reminders of your resilience, proof that you were capable of surviving what others could not, and evidence that you are prepared for a life of freedom, joy, and fulfillment. You are entering a chapter where the past has no claim on your present, and the future is filled with possibilities that were previously unimaginable. You can finally live fully, love deeply, and pursue your purpose without fear, knowing that the season of struggle has ended permanently and will never return.